get excited. We're going to talk about stem and leaf plots. A stem and leaf plot is a graph that uses the digits of each number to show the shape of the data. Each data value is going to be broken into a stem, which is your digit or digits on the left, and a leaf, which is going to be the digit on the right. Okay, so we're splitting it up. We're making the first digit or digits the stem, and then the last digit the leaf. I feel like I just said digits 1,000 times. Okay, so these are the amount of iron. This table is showing us how much iron is in different foods. So look at the first digits. I have 2s, I have 1s, and I have 0s. So my stem is going to be 0, 1, and 2. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to put each number with its correct stem. For example, okay, 2.6 has a stem of 2 and a leaf of 6. So it's going to go right here. 1.1, stem, leaf, stem, leaf. 0.7, stem of 0, leaf of 7. 1.6, 1.6, 2.1, 2.6, 1.4, 0.7, 0.9, 1.5. There we go. Okay, what you'll notice is that we always want to put the leaves in order from least to greatest. Okay, so I should have scooted this one down, but we want the leaves in order. So now I can list my numbers off in order. 0.7, 0.7, 0.9, 1.1, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 2.1, 2.6, and 2.6. And so the other thing is you want to make sure that you're making a key to tell people how to read it. So pick any pair of numbers. I'm going to do 2, 6, and then I'm going to show that that means 2.6. So I know that's not 26, it's not 0.26, it represents 2.6. Okay, so now, just for space purposes, okay, I did it this way. You're going to want to get a piece of scratch paper, or you're just going to want to turn your paper over, but we are going to make stem and leaf plots for these two data sets. Okay, but you're going to want to do it, like I said, on a separate sheet of paper, or turn your paper over and do it on the back. So it says, make a stem and leaf plot of the wind speeds in miles per hour recorded during a storm. So on this one, okay, it looks kind of like they're in order already. But I have digits or numbers that have the first digit of 1, 2, 3, and then this is like saying 0. So my stems are 0, 1, 2, and 3. So I have 0, 9. I have 1, 4, 6, and 8. I have 25, 25, 29, 33, 34, 38. So I separated the numbers into the stems and then the leaves. And then for my key, I'm just going to pick any one I want, 3, 4, and I'm going to show that that means 34. Okay, and then this one on the right, these are high temperatures that were recorded during July. Oh, you can't see them. So I have numbers, oh, you know what, let's cross off this last guy because it's just a random 9. So the leaf can only be one digit. So like if this one, it would have a leaf of 7 and a stem of 9. Leaf of 5, stem of 9. Leaf of 1, stem of 11. So when I'm trying to make my stems, they're going to be 9 or 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I'm going to kind of try to go in order here. So my 8 stem, I have an 88. For the 90s, I have 95, 95, 97, 97, 98, 98, 99. Then the 100s, I have 100, 100, 2 times, 101, and then 104, and then 111. And so when I finish it, I want to make sure I put a key on there. Whoops. So my key is going to read like 104 means 104, like that. Okay, so write these, like I said, on the back, on a separate piece of paper, on Post-it notes. Okay, put them somewhere on your notes. Okay, down here it says find the mode and median for each stem and leaf plot. So generally, the mode is going to be the easier one to find. Do we see repetitive numbers here? Yes, look, I have 3 5s in a row. So, but this isn't just 5. I can't write 5 as my mode. That represents 47.5%, right? I have 3 of those represented on my chart. Okay, and then the median, we have to think about that these numbers are put in order, right? I have 47.3, 47.4, 47.5, 47.5. If I were to list them all out and find the middle, that's what I'm looking for. So I like to go through and cross off my smallest and my biggest. 47.4, 49.1, 47.5, 49.0. My smallest now is 47.5, and the biggest is 48.4. Smallest, biggest, smallest, biggest. That is my median, 47.9%. Okay, and then the last thing we have to do is make a back-to-back stem and leaf. So that's where you take the 2 data sets and you put them essentially back to back on the same plot. So these are our high temperatures for 2019 for each month. So if I'm looking at them, I have numbers, look at both sets of data in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. So my stems are going to have to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start with Dallas. We'll put Dallas over here. Okay, we'll do it traditionally. So Dallas had a high temperature, I'm going to do this, okay, of 56, 61, 67, 69, 58. So I'm kind of putting them in order as I go. And then we had 77, 79. We had an 84 and an 89. And then we had a 92 and a 96. I wish those were our high temperatures. Okay, so that's Dallas. But now I have to do New York City. I can do them on the same graph, but on the opposite side. Okay, but when I put them in order, we always want to work our way from the stem out with least to greatest. Okay, so what was the lowest temperature in New York? 39. And then for my numbers in the 40s, I have 43 and 44. For my numbers in the 50s, I have 52, 55, 60s, 64, 64, 70s, 72, 76, 80, 84, 85. Okay, so we can see that we are comparing New York City to Dallas on one graph. Okay, and we're making sure that we're working our way away from the stem. And so the last thing we have to do here is make our key. So I'm going to say, like, if there was an 8 with a 4, that's 84 degrees. And let's say that it had a 6 over here, that's 86 degrees.